starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Hey, got a comment already. Oh, wow. Oh, that's just me. I reposted it.
Yes.
I hate when that happens. Oh, somebody already commented. We just got on. Thank you for the comment. Thank you. Hey, guess what? It is the Burning River Browns talk. It's Friday night. It is 9 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. I am Lou Marconi at omarconi251 on Instagram and omarconi1973 on X. My co-host, good friend from the from the UFL, my UFL expert. She's going to give us some UFL news tonight, and also she's a former Clevelander, but resides now in St. Louis, Missouri. Posh Clevelander. Posh, thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you.
Posh_Clevelander.
Pardon me, Posh _ Clevelander. Yeah. Yeah, it's the beard. That's what it is. So, hey, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, beard came in handy when I was at the game last Sunday, and it's going to be even colder in Chicago.
I've got to hear about that.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about it. I mean, I was there, and I talked about it on Monday with John, and it was really good to see Shedeur perform the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
And still, I think it was Dylan Sampson that made the point. Every skill player out there in that fourth quarter when they came back was a rookie, with the exception of Jerry Jeudy. That's crazy. You got Judkins, Sanders, Sampson, Fainin, Isaiah Bond, Larkinen. It was just crazy. All those guys are rookies, and they're out there producing. So
proud. We couldn't do this without our rookies. Couldn't do it.
If they have another offseason like they just did, we'll be set up for success for a while. But hey, I think that's generational. This offseason we just had. So anyway,
what did their moms eat 20 years ago? What were they eating?
Browns. There's a lot of criticism of Coach Stefanski. There's criticism around, and of course, when you only win 3 games, criticism's fair. That's fine.
Yeah,
yeah. But if you remember, they blame the play call when you don't blame the player for not pitching the ball when he's supposed to. Quinshon Judkins brain farted. They practiced the play. He didn't do for some reason, he didn't do what he was supposed to do. He made a mistake. It's on him. It's not on the coach. It's not on the play call. And actually, Tommy Rees was the guy that called the play.
Tommy Rees, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I kind of have mixed feelings about this. I mean, yes, they practiced it. Yes, it's your chance. This is
we had to go for 2 the second time because we went for 2 the first time and it didn't work. So I can understand going for 2 to try to get the win.
But Kevin always
he should have kicked it first. He should have kicked it first. I don't give a shit what analytics say. Just kick it first. Be within a touchdown of tying it. It would have been great. Probably. Yes. Hey, but but believe it or not, if he would have pitched the ball to Larkin, he would have made it. He would have scored.
Yes, he would have. Let me retweet the show.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to criticize shit on Stefanski or criticize him. That's fine. And he even said it. He said, it's part of the territory. Something else. There was a story this week because I'm hearing stories now about Stefanski. Really, the beat reporters are the ones saying he's staying for another year versus the podcasters and the call-in show hosts saying, get rid of him. We need to get rid of him. And my thing was, I even said this to John. I said, who would you replace him with? And nobody answers that question.
Crickets.
Yeah. Hey, we got a comment. Thank you. Thanks.
Good. Gotta read that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, well, that's just all I'm saying is like, who you going to replace him with? Now, Jason Lloyd said something on 92.3 The Fan
from
The Athletic about he thinks this all goes back to when the Deshaun Watson debacle happened, and it was all the owner that did it. And that's my theory too. I've been saying the same thing, which is the reason why Barry and Stefanski are still here, because it wasn't their decision.
Yeah.
And I think Ken Carmen was the one sitting with him, said, "Well, how long are we going to give him on that?"
Yes. Yeah.
And you know what? That's a fair
Yes.
question.
He's like, how long are you going to say, "Hey, I'm the new kid"?
Yeah,
So how
how long
long
you
are you
say,
going to
"Hey,
get
look,
by
look,
with
you
that?
screwed me." I think, and they even sold Miles Garrett, basically saying we're rebuilding, but the plan is to contend and start contending in 2027.
Yeah.
Be better on paper, not just on the paper, but on the field too. This is a better team than it was last year.
Miles is making sure if we don't keep our end of the deal, he still can have somewhere to go. How long is his contract? How long did we get him for? Because does he have a wiggle room?
I
If
think he
we
will
don't
after
hold him.
27. I think he
See,
will. Yeah.
yeah,
I can't.
that's
Don't quote me. I had to. We get Jack Duffin. He would know. Jack, if you're watching, let us know.
yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Hmm.
Yeah. Losing to Tennessee sucked. A lot of mistakes. Shador's interception, the punt returns, the muffed punts. I
The
think we had
special
one,
teams is yeah.
and
This-
the fumble by Sampson where they got the ball in the 9. I mean, those just like you take away one or two of those, but otherwise, they played hard. Shador Sanders was the first quarterback for the Browns to throw for 300 yards, throw for 3 touchdowns, and run for a touchdown since 1950. Otto Graham did that.
That is crazy. And every game he
Yeah.
shows progress.
Yeah, we'll see how he looks in a freezing cold Chicago, Illinois, in Soldier Field. It's supposed to be like negative wind
Negative
chills.
20.
Wind chill of negative 20. It's supposed to be 5 degrees. I'm going to be watching the game at my niece's birthday party, my great niece's birthday party.
Now, supposedly, it's supposed to be national. This game is supposed to be national. I heard there
We'll
is.
be on locally here. It's going to be on locally in the Northeast Ohio. But
Yeah,
I saw that too.
I saw
think-
that's supposed to be national. So
Good.
hopefully I won't get bombarded by text messages from people here in St. Louis that haven't talked to me in years, but remember, oh yeah, you did like the Browns. And and they want to find out, how do I watch the Browns,
Is it on Fox? I think
it's going to be on Fox. It's going to be on Fox.
So what's your Fox affiliate in St. Louis?
Fox is Fox 2 right here in St. Louis.
Fox is Fox 2. Okay.
Fox 2 affiliate in St. Louis. So I didn't get a chance to see because I was like getting off of work and then getting ready for our show, doing my naturally curly hair. No, shout out to Charlie Brown. But I was getting ready for the show. So I wanted to see, was it already on? I have the Spectrum, our local cable channel app. I was trying to see whether it comes up. Does the Browns come up on the app? Try to see. We've got a comment about the game. But yeah, I don't know if it's showing up yet on cable. I love to bother and call TV channels. I may even give Fox 2 a call tomorrow.
He's like, it was a sad game. I was just broke going. It was a lot of mistakes. And you're an NFL team. And I think even Jeffrey Simmons was like the Titans' best player. You just watch him he was jawing the whole game. We were laughing. And Shador jawed up. He gave him trash talk back, which is what you do. But Shador played a great game. Now,
that's what nationally everyone was talking about.
Yeah, and this whole narrative that Stefanski was sabotaging. It's not his guy. Okay, look, I don't know where they had him ranked on their ranking as a quarterback. They had Dylan Gabriel as a high 4th round pick. They took him late in the 3rd because they knew when they picked in the 4th, he wasn't going to be there. They wanted to draft him in the 4th, so they took him a little bit earlier than they had him. But they got their guy. Shador Sanders he fell. They weren't going to take him. They really weren't. I don't think they were. I think they did. Actually, they reached out when he was still on the board, and they said, we're going to take Dylan Sampson in the 4th round. If you're there in the 5th, we're probably going to trade up and get you. I remember he got a phone call from the Browns.
He got a phone call from the Browns.
Yeah, about that. So, and I remember Deion Sanders took the phone after Shador talked to Andrew Barrett. He says, "Here, let me talk to him," and he thanked him for drafting his son. He said, "Thank you." I'm
And a story came out this week. So there's I did reach out and follow him at H Boogie, something like that. He's a quarterback guru to Shador.
okay.
And G Bush had him on his show.
Okay.
And you remember the storyline um, of a Shador reaching out to Browns Nation already before the draft. Hey, I play as the Browns when I play Madden. I would love to be on the Browns. Remember that? I don't know if you remember that. Even prior to the draft.
I
Prior
don't
to the
remember
draft,
that,
he was
but
showing love to the Browns.
okay, he might have been. He might have
Yep,
been.
he was showing love to the Browns. He was saying, "Hey, when I play Madden, I pretend I'm a Brown and things like that." He said Andrew Barry and Kev were really making him comfortable already. They reached out to him. They were really making him comfortable. He really thought that him and Travis were good as gold on the Browns. He really thought that. He really knew that he was going to be on the Browns. He really didn't think anything otherwise, you know. So
Hmm.
I don't think somebody that was reaching out to you like that would
Right.
would get you on the team and not want to develop you. You know what I mean? Um, I do believe that it would be wrong to pick Dylan ahead of you and not give Dylan every chance to be successful, to assess you. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm looking
So,
here too. Um, they showed that footage like when it looks like they were just sitting there, not really happy after he was picked, but that wasn't real time when that
mhm,
happened. So there's all these conspiracy theories
mhm,
and stuff.
uh-huh.
Um, Let me see, because I know we have a lot of guys hurt for the Bears game. Yeah, the
Yes.
Titans loss sucked. It was a game we should have won because when you make mistakes like that, you're not going to win. So that's what happened. We're dealing with when you have a lot of skill players that are not only young but they're rookies. This is a part of the growing pains process.
Mhm. We have
So
a lot of players hurt though. We got Ward. We have Njoku down.
yeah, we
It
got
is
some
really
people
next
injured.
man up this game.
Yeah, let me see who is out. All right, listed as out. We got Watson, of course. Denzel Ward is out. Let me see. Wyatt Teller is out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Njoku.
Dylan Sampson's out.
Yes. And that
David
hurts.
Njoku is out.
And I'm concerned about our running game with having Sampson out.
Yeah, Aiden
I'm very
Huntington is out.
concerned about
Aiden
that.
Huntington's been out. And then you also have Jack Conklin who's out.
Ugh, I don't
So,
even use that.
so interestingly enough, let me see who's out. What's the Bears? I mean, the Bears isn't nowhere near as long as us. So
Hmm.
yeah, they got two guys out, one guy questionable, which means he's probably going to play. They got
Yes,
a
the Lazarus
quarterback
of that.
Homer and Gordon, defensive back Gordon. They're both out, and
Hmm.
one guy's questionable, which is Dunze. Yeah,
Hmm.
they're
How are they going? So I want to know, how
the
are they
wide
going to crash
receiver
our
against
running
them.
game?
What's that?
They're going to crash our running game. So we have
I
Q.
who knows? Judkins is still going to play, and we'll probably have a guy off the practice squad coming up to play, and I mean to spell him. There's going to be a lot of short passes and runs. I think it's going to be a weather game. It's just
It's
going to
going to
be
be a
what it
weather game.
is.
Will we have any field goals? Will we be able to do any?
We'll find out. We'll find out. That's where the UFL guy comes in, Andre Schmidt. So here we go. So that's that, and I'm trying to look at what's the latest line. Let me look at this.
Hmm.
Jeez, I hope you didn't hear that. My kids are being crazy.
Hmm.
So Cavs are down by 7 with 7:20.
I was going to ask you about the Cavs.
They're losing to the Wizards. They're just,
Oh,
yeah,
crazy. Hmm.
crap. Okay, let's see. They're 7.5 point underdogs in Chicago.
We are underdogs.
Of course,
Okay.
of course.
Bulletin board. Come on, Shador. Let's go.
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. I said I'm going to watch because I think when we went into this season, we were kind of like, okay, let's see what we got in Dylan's with Dylan Gabriel and
Hmm.
Shador Sanders. Let's know we have a quarterback, so we know what to do,
Hmm.
and just try to see good, clean football. But we're
Hmm.
also seeing progress.
Hmm.
And if we had Judkins in the first game after a full training camp, we would have beat the Bengals.
Hmm.
That game wouldn't have turned out the way it did. But ifs and buts, it didn't happen. And plus that crazy schedule at the beginning, which was like we went to we
The
went to
golf.
London and then we go to Pittsburgh, and then we didn't get a bye after that. It was just ridiculous. So we're banged up. It's going to be cold, and it's against a very tough opponent. The Bears lead the division. So am I? No, they don't. No, they're second. They're in second place. Packers lead the division.
What happened to the Bears? Did they just, Caleb just get it right? What?
They brought in a coach to work with them, Brian Johnson. He's done a
Hmm.
good job. He's done a good job. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe. Sometimes it takes a guy a couple years to get it going.
Hmm.
That's why when people are willing to abandon ship real quick on anything.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I'll tell you. The Jeremy Fowler report. That was the. Let me tell you where I heard that from,
Hmm.
because I looked it up too, and it was a YouTube clip.
Hmm. Now,
And
what's Jeremy? Now, who can we trust? Jeremy Fowler. Who is he now? Do you know who he
he's
is?
he's an ESPN guy,
Okay.
so he's a credible source, and he believes that the Browns that Jimmy Haslam feels like he's got the infrastructure with continuity. He thinks
Okay.
he's saying, hey, we got the right people in place. We just need to get the pieces in place now. Meaning we need to get the players in place. So
We need to get, yeah, we need to sort out our own line. We need to sort out our line. Hmm.
right.
I think
So
we are going to. I think we are going to get. Um, I don't. I think we are going to get a quarterback. I think even if he is able to meet the
um,
challenges of these tough games coming up stretch here,
are you saying we're going to draft a guy, or are
I
we
think
going?
we are.
All
I
right,
don't.
where? Early, late?
I don't think we're going to draft a guy early.
Okay, you're saying
I
maybe
think
like a
we're going
third
to cheat.
round, like a
Hmm.
third, maybe fourth round. I
Hmm.
saw a mock draft that has taken a receiver first, a tackle at the end of the first.
Hmm.
I think it was Proctor, the Alabama left tackle, which actually would be a good pick.
Hmm.
They had him taking Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, which I'm kind of scratching my head on that, going, I could see them taking Cardinal Tate ahead of him. Maybe that's
Hmm.
because I'm biased with Ohio State, but
Hmm.
Jordan Tyson's hurt a lot. He's probably just as talented, or maybe even more
Hmm.
talented. But you got to look at availability versus is your best ability too.
Hmm.
And let me see. I'm looking. And I'm thinking they had a another receiver, which was Bell out of Louisville, who's a
Who's at what position? Is
wide
he?
receiver.
Wide receiver.
Um,
Okay, yes.
a
Yeah,
second
we
receiver.
definitely want to get a wide receiver.
We're
Yeah.
drafting. I have Carnell Tate, then then Proctor, then
Uh-huh.
Bell, and then they had a guy that's an interior offensive lineman called Slaughter out
Mhm.
of Florida,
Okay.
and in the third round. So you do that 4 picks, 4 guys on offense at positions in need, offensive line and wide receiver.
Hmm. There we go.
So I
Yeah.
saw that and I was like, okay, if that happens, that'd be great. Depending on where we end up.
Hmm.
Um, Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in a top 2 pick and you got one of these quarterback starved teams. And we're like, hey, what are you going to give us? It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Hmm.
But I mean, the game. I mean, pretty much the game. It's one of these like, hey, let's see what happens for Browns fans. Let's watch and see how we perform. It's going to be a freezing cold game. I don't have to
Yeah.
sit in it, so I'm going to be like, okay.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
I had to look at it from a
Huh?
nursing perspective. They're on the sideline. They need to have hand warmers. They need to remember. Shador needs to remember his days in Colorado.
Yeah.
That their hands are going to be numb. Hand warmers. In cold, guys, you burn more fat, which is so it's really really good to work out in the cold. You
The meat locker with Rocky.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So you're going to drain a lot of energy. So they need to have a little carb on the side, a little carbohydrates on the sidelines. My precious Miles needs to have little snacks on the side. If you need some help, just let me know, guys. But they need to have like little shot. I would give them, if I was there, I would give them little, like there's little honey sticks you could have. Put them underneath your tongue for fast absorption. But everything under your tongue for the most fast absorption. Underneath your tongue, you would want to do. The ball, I read that for every negative 10 degrees, it's colder. Your ball is down 1 psi, so that ball is going to be drag. So his passes, I hope he understands that ball is not going to sail.
Well,
Short passes, direct,
it was pretty
darts.
damn cold for that
Hmm.
game. It wasn't as windy as the 49ers game. I
Hmm.
will say that, but it was pretty damn cold. And I'll tell you,
Well, this is -20.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is, this
Now
is
that's wind chill.
world.
That's not temperature, right? That's wind chill.
That's wind chill.
Okay. Whew. What wind chill would be? Whoa, God. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to sit in it. So just
Oh
yeah,
goodness.
I just I'm just gonna tell you, it is a tough time to play in that type of weather for
Yes.
everybody, for both teams.
Yes.
So, but it
Yes.
could be an equalizing factor. But if we
Hmm.
can run the ball effectively, we have
Yes,
a
and I'm
chance.
tweeting these tips too. There's some people
Tweet
I
the
know
tips.
that are close to Shadur. I'm tweeting these reminders too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So sublingual injection in your mouth, guys. Carbs underneath the tongue. The catching, the hands are going to be numb. On the sideline, they need to be warming up with hand warmers. They need to remember we need Q. Send out the Q bat signal. Q Sean, I want
Button
you to
up,
have a day.
button up, guys.
But yes, yes.
Yes.
They need to button up. I want them to be putting hand warmers on their knees. Keep those
Yeah.
knees and hands loose and warm. I wish I was on the sideline. I wish I was on the sideline with them. Oh yeah,
Well,
I would have on my
absolutely.
nurse's cap.
Well, let me take a moment here with that all in mind. We're going to talk a little bit of UFL,
Okay.
and because you had some UFL news
Breaking
for us,
news. Yep.
breaking
Yes,
UFL
you know how
news,
they love to give us
and,
breaking news
and
before we go on
yeah,
in.
and I think we should talk about that team up north, the
Yes.
whole scandal, because that's a big
Oh my.
story. Just so you know, it broke before we got on the air that after he was released on $25,000 bond, okay, or bail or whatever,
Uh-huh.
he messaged the OnlyFans model.
What that just happened just now?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You just got out of bond for $25,000. He messaged that OnlyFans model.
Yeah, I'm gonna see here.
Is that credible story? Is
I'm looking here because Nevada Buck was talking about it on there. Let's just see. Okay, this is stuff from 2 days ago. Yeah, because Nevada Buck and that.
Please check this. You've got to be kidding me. All week I was like every minute. And it's like I deal with elderly people. Okay. And today, guys, an elderly woman said, I thought just dealing with football it was enough. time I got a chance to look at my phone in between patients or whenever, I'm like, it was worse and worse and worse. I
Yeah.
can't. Side chicks, side chicks. This Christmas, baby, you better have a plan B. You better have a plan B for gifts. I mean, men, you better button up. Men, oh my gosh, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
and the thing that everyone was saying, his wife was beautiful. She's a physician assistant. That means she can hold things down if he was in between college jobs. She's beautiful. Not that that matters, okay? Not that he's his wife. He took a vow, but she's beautiful.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I think it was tweeted. It was talked about on the Buckeye Scoop podcast. That yeah. Yeah.
And
They
I'm
should.
going to let you guys in on a little secret, guys. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret.
Go
In
ahead.
every low middle class, upper middle class, rich black neighborhood, I grew up in Cleveland, and every at the table Sunday dinner, you have been told, every low middle class, upper middle class black family, as a child, you are told you represent every black person in America. You need to, when if you get a job, you don't mess up a good A job. You have to be better than the best. You do your best to keep your job and go above and beyond.
And
And
that
I
assistant,
know
that
that Sharon
assistant's a
Moore
very
got
pretty
that.
girl. I mean, I'll get
Exactly.
and
And I know Sharon Moore, you got that speech at Sunday dinner when you were 8, 10, 12. I know you got the same
listen.
speech I got. I know you did.
Well, I got the speech too. Okay, let me explain to you. There was a time when I was doing a business meeting, and I was doing a call. And I was talking to this guy in his office, and one of the women that worked in his office was very attractive, and
Hmm.
she was a she was Puerto Rican, but she was
Hmm.
very very beautiful, very attractive. He's married and has kids. You know what he said? He goes,
Hmm.
"That's just one big bill."
Hmm. Hmm.
And I went, "You're right. It is.
Hmm.
If you're a man, if you were single and you had she was single, by God, have at it. But
Hmm.
you're not.
Hmm.
So you're in a
Hmm.
position of power, and you're not. And
Hmm.
it's just he is 100% right.
He's 100% right.
Yeah,
And it's John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh gave you the job. I think that was his condition or something. I don't know the whole details, guys, but I just can't understand. I just can't fathom.
yeah. I'm looking up Buckeye Scoop right now on Twitter,
Hmm.
and it's also about they're talking about massive decommitments from Michigan.
Oh boy.
Justin Spiro, it's now a bad time to post a story about Jim Harbaugh allegedly defrauding charity, diverting donations intended to kids. Oh God.
Is this what?
I, that's crazy.
Uh,
All right, here we go. Exclusive by Justin Spiro, Spiro. It's
who
on
has
his
been
Twitter.
right? He
Yep,
has been right. He has been
yep.
confirmed and right.
One
I
hour
remember
ago
that.
on Twitter. Exclusive. Sharon Moore contacted OnlyFans model Mia Soretti on Instagram after his release from jail. In the message sent, Moore blasted Soretti for discussing her story and past experience with him. She wishes to keep exact contents of the message redacted, but intends to share them at a later date. This is incredibly bizarre behavior in the immediate aftermath of his release from jail. And it's pictured in everything. Yep.
That means no sense of humbleness or
Humility.
humility or anything.
Yeah, before I forget, let's get to that break. Sorry, I just want to. We'll talk a little bit more about this Michigan scandal,
Okay.
and we'll go ahead and do a break right now.
Hmm.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. How about them sponsors?
Yes, and I'm
How about
sorry. I don't like to go into racial things at all, but I just wanted you guys to just see a
we
little
never talk about
window.
race on here. I know. I'm in I'm in an interracial marriage. My wife's biracial. You never met her, have you? No, you
Okay.
haven't.
I've
No, you
seen
haven't.
it. Yeah, I've seen her on Zoom. Yeah, seen her on Zoom. But yeah, I just wanted to
She
give
looks
you
like she's
guys a
Puerto Rican,
window.
but she's not. People think she's Puerto Rican, but she's biracial.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's right. Right.
her
Okay.
dad was black and her mom was white. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I just wanted to give you guys a window on to just window into the black middle class culture, black lower middle class upbringing. You know,
Bro, it's not
everyone.
worth it. It's just
It's
not
not
worth it.
worth it. And no matter
No,
what race, it's not worth it
no,
because
that goes
you've got
beyond race.
yeah, you've got people that grew up West Virginia that made JD Vance, like JD Vance. He grew up,
He was a
West
hillbilly.
Virginia.
Yeah.
So he grew up hillbilly. Yep, he grew up hillbilly. He took what was given to him and pulled himself up. You know,
Yeah.
so
He was
it's
charged with criminal complaint. There's a felony charge of home invasion in the third degree, and also charge of stalking and breaking and entering.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just painful. It's just painful. It really was painful. It was just like every hour it was worse. It was, and butter knives. Threatened her with a butter knife. I'm like, how many L's can we take in a week? Man? And the thing that, guys, Monday was my birthday. I'm like, Black History Month. That means forever my birthday. I'm gonna remember this. Monday was my birthday, guys. And it's like I'm gonna forever remember this. In 72 hours, this brother went down. We remember. The worst Black History moment ever. I don't want this on my placemat, people. God damn. Oh my gosh. A butter knife. Oh, a butter. What type of weakness is that? A butter. And I'm not
Well,
minimizing what he did, but what
no, no. I
are
mean,
you doing? What are you doing? And it's like the reports he messaged women on the sideline. On the sideline. No wonder why y'all lost. Where was did this man have time to
there
wait
was
for
stories
that?
supposedly of him, um, like at halftime messaging Instagram models during the
Yeah,
Ohio State game.
halftime. He
It's like, dude,
did he have an addiction? What do what? And these are models that you're never gonna really get. I'm like, dude, I
he had a
mean,
$30 million dream job at a college football program, and you blew it.
you blew it. I'm like, ain't no, ain't no, and Lord knows I love a good you know what. Gonna separate me from a 30 million. Ain't no, I get a 80, no, ain't no, 30 million was his pay? 30 million was his pay. Are you serious? Oh my, no wonder why I know the fans are livid. I know the fans are livid, and you lost the game. You lost the game that's circled. And I feel so bad because I had the privilege of taking care of senior citizens that were
Hmm.
former Michigan fans and Michigan alumni and Ohio State alumni. And I'm like, oh, dude, dude. He messaged, and you're telling me he messaged people. He messaged
That's
only,
supposedly what was happening. I don't know, but it's being reported.
Message OnlyFans as soon as you get out of jail. You need to be begging your wife to have a place to stay tonight. I mean, like, you should have
Live
been
score update.
messaging.
Cleveland Cavaliers 130, Washington Wizards 124 with like 5 seconds to go.
Okay, it came up. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, 5.9 seconds. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they're going to have a 6-point play. So
Okay.
never heard of that. So let's just. So anyway, I got to tell you, this whole thing with Michigan, and I'm hearing they had a bunch of other scandals besides their football program. They had other ones happening, and they're just going to be like, yeah, this athletic director's going to go, and okay,
I think he still has a job. I don't think they've let him go yet.
yeah. I think that's it. Hang on. I think it's over. I think they let them score. Yeah,
Okay.
130 to 126. The Cavs win. That's what it looks like.
Okay. All
So,
right.
okay. Yeah. Or what? They're give. I see end of fourth. We'll see. I'll wait for the final to pop up.
Okay.
I got it on a sports app.
Mhm.
Uh. Yeah. I think it's absolutely insane. The way the NCAA didn't do anything to them for the cheating scandal, but fined them a lot of money. Now
Mhm.
there's stories of guys decommitting, transfer portal.
Mhm.
They don't have a coach who's going to want to come in. I'm hearing something about the Arizona State guy.
Mhm.
We'll see. I heard rumors possibly Tommy Reese was going to be interested in that, but I also heard Tommy Reese to UCLA. The Browns are doing whatever they can to keep him.
I think they should, but
Yep.
I just feel like sometimes we lose some of our coaching. I'm afraid we're going to lose Schwartz. I think we're going to
The only
lose.
way we lose Schwartz is if we let him go or he gets offered a head coaching job somewhere.
Hmm.
And I haven't heard his name come up anywhere.
Okay.
I haven't. So
Hmm.
right now, the only jobs available usually it averages anywhere from 4 to 6 a year.
Hmm.
The only jobs that are available are the Giants and the Titans
Okay.
right now.
There,
So,
and I think the Jets are going to give Aaron Aaron a
oh
little.
he just came
Hmm.
in. Yeah, I think they're
Hmm.
going to. I think Saints are going to give their guy because it's Kellen Moore, the Eagles' offensive coordinator from the year
Hmm.
before. So, and from what I'm hearing, it's about Stefanski that they're. I think the owner's going to give him grace, but you know what? He's running out of it if he
Hmm.
doesn't start winning, and that's
Yeah.
true. That's 100% true. And they looked at this year with Shador as a redshirt year, and from what I
Hmm.
was hearing, they were putting aside winning for development and evaluation
Hmm.
as a
And
priority.
any
Right.
more of this Tomlin noise? I bet that's gone away
Speaking
now.
of which, it's been 1 week, but we'll see how the season ends up. T.J. Watt, did you hear that story?
Yes,
He had a
I'm.
partially collapsed lung and had to have surgery.
That is
And
so
from what
sad.
I heard, he should make a full recovery. And they said he might play before the end of the season. All right,
Hmm.
it's 16 days when they play the Browns.
Okay,
Will he be ready to play the Browns in 16
he's
days?
gonna be ready. He's
I
gonna.
mean, with a collapsed lung surgery, I don't know. I don't know what the recovery
Hmm.
because then
Hmm.
um, at 7, it's 23 days till they play the Ravens. So, and I
Yeah,
think it's in Pittsburgh.
I
I
think
know
he's going to play. I
he's
think
not
he's
playing
going to
Monday
play.
night. He's not playing Monday night against the
Hmm.
Dolphins.
No.
They're going. They got Detroit,
Hmm.
so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and
I think that if we look good for the playoffs, let's sit TJ Watt. If I was Tomlin, if we look good for the playoffs, sit Tomlin. I would sit TJ Watt. I would say,
yeah,
forget
well,
the
yeah,
TJ
like I
Watt
said,
Miles battle.
they're
We got
the
places to be, baby.
Miami's in Pittsburgh. We beat the crap out of Miami, and they won 6 games, and we won 3. So it's just
Mhm.
So yeah, it would be because then I think the following week I think they go to Detroit,
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken. Yep, they go to Detroit,
Mhm.
then they come to Cleveland,
Mhm.
and then I think they host the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if he could play, I mean, I'm glad
Mhm.
he's okay. I'm just glad that he's home and he's recovering.
Mhm.
So that was when I heard he went to the hospital with something with his lungs. I'm like, whoa, what happened?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and I said the Fire Tomlin stuff could have been out there.
Mhm.
Cavaliers final 130 to 126. They won.
Okay.
So almost had a come to Jesus moment for the Cavaliers.
Mhm.
So anyway, that's what was going on. So go ahead with your UFL news.
So UFL news. This broke around 6:10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Hmm.
Yahoo Sports, Redbird Capital, and Weatherford Capital private equity groups. They're in talks or discussion with supporting the Big 12. Big 12 with an infusion
College
of
football
cash,
conference.
college
College.
football
Hmm.
with an infusion of cash, basically a payday loan, some other support and cash, and just to help Big 12 be able to compete with the SEC and ACC. Cash is king with this college football teams, and so that 16 schools will get $30 million, and so I'm sure that the Redbird and Capital and Weatherford Capital will get something out of it. Now, what's the connection with UFL is the Redbird Capital owns part of the UFL. The UFL is the Spring Football League. For those of you who don't know, the UFL is the Spring Football League that has expanded their markets, and definitely be sure to follow Columbus Aviators. We'll have spring football. The spring football season starts projected to start March 27th and goes through June 14th for a championship game. It is famously owned partially by Redbird Capital, Fox, Danny Garcia, who was the ex-wife of The Rock. And also, it's been manned recently by Mark Rapole, Under Armour, and a guy. So be sure to follow Columbus Aviators, the fan base, Hangar 614, Flight Deck. Be sure you're going to plan on checking out the games. The games will be in the historic Crew Stadium. Be sure to check it all out. Be sure to follow at Rapole Stable. That's the
Hmm.
official X of Mark Rapole for all exciting news. Football is year round. Spring football is awesome, guys. It's
Yeah,
not less than
I
football.
enjoyed watching it. I did. I enjoyed watching it. It's
It's
something to check
awesome.
out. I like to look and say, well, maybe this guy could be in the NFL. Maybe this Browns could use this guy. Maybe
Yes,
the Browns
yes.
could use that
Andre
guy.
Schmidt.
Andre
Andre
Schmidt.
Schmidt is from directly from the UFL. I'm
He
wearing my Battlehawks, my St. Louis Battlehawks T-shirt.
he played for the
They're one of the most
Battlehawks and he was a
engaged.
kicker. Well, I'm trying to know another kicker was from the UFL in the
Jake,
league.
Jake Bates, Jake
Yes.
Bates,
Yep. Hmm.
and another kicker I'm thinking of too from I think from the Renegades too is doing really well too.
It's a
But
beautiful thing.
UFL matters. The names you see will be names that you see in your local NFL team. And it's really good. It's really more engaged football. It's really engaged. They have a great marketing team that gets the families involved. And if you know somebody who maybe has still football left in them, they should be trying out. They're going to be doing a Los Angeles player showcase here real soon. But they should be trying out because they're giving priority for people that live in Ohio to be on the Columbus Aviator team. And in fact, Ohio State players, if you know somebody who graduated from Ohio State, they really are really prioritizing Ohio State players to play for the Columbus
It's a
Aviators.
hell. Well, actually, it's a hell of a program for pro. Your
Hmm.
guys pro ready. So
Hmm.
speaking of which, well, we could be talking about draft picks too and mock drafts. I don't want to do it too early, but
Hmm.
I think it's a very good chance the Browns pick in the top five. A very good chance they take a playmaking receiver,
Hmm.
and a very good chance they take an offensive lineman with that second pick. And if they got a starting left tackle late in the first round and a superstar playmaking number one wide receiver to pair with
Hmm.
Jerry Judy. That's a
Yes.
good draft right there. And then you put some pieces in
Yes.
place. Yeah.
I
And
want them as soon as they get off the plane, link up with Shador. Just start, just the same way Shador, guys. When he got off the plane, immediately the draft was over. He started in being in Cleveland, practicing, making connections. I just want that the same thing this season. Getting with Shador, our wide receivers, our O linemen that we pick up in the draft, the next night just move in with Shador. I want and I plan on I love reaching out to rookies as soon as they get picked. So finding out their exes and I'm telling them come to Cleveland as soon as they get picked and start connecting with Shador.
I think Shador's done everything right since he's got here.
Yes, he has.
And he's a
Yes.
good kid. And all this bullshit is
Here's the
not
thing.
about him, but about this him and Stefanski. He actually looked at. I can't remember who the reporter was. They asked him something, and he turned around and just looked at him and said, "Now you're trying to start something."
Here's
He
the
actually
funny
said
part.
that. He's just like, dude. Like Tony Grossi asked Kevin Stefanski, "Do you regret not starting him sooner?" He's like, "No, Tony, I'm just focusing on what's ahead of us." There was a controversial story. Thanks for the UFL news, by the way, Posh. Thank you. You're always good
Mhm.
with that. Appreciate it. But with Dion and Mary Kay Cabot, did you hear about that? Mary Kay Cabot was
No,
talking about like they were working with him to get him up to speed and get him ready to play, and it took a little while. And Dion was saying lies.
that's all Dion replied
Yep.
because he
Other guys were
rarely.
saying it was lies, basically because really what it was, he was saying like he made it sound like he wasn't adequately ready for the NFL when he got here, but he needed to get up to speed. He needed time. So but I kind of tend to agree with when Mary Kay says something, she knows what she's talking about.
Hmm.
So I just think Dion took it personally.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
hey, you know what? It's all good.
It. I do believe that he makes progress. He's a fast learner though.
Yeah,
I
and
do believe he made
well,
between the first game. You can tell he's trying to get out of that pocket faster. He's not hold on to the ball. He really is trying. And here's the crazy thing. Um, he isn't. A lot of people put that cockiness on him. Shiloh, that I was in an X space. Shout out to I think her name's Erica. I was in an X space, and Shiloh is the one. His brother Shiloh is the one that has more of that charismatic, smiling, cockiness, quick-witted humor, demeanor. Shador is actually quieter, more reserved.
yeah,
He's a little bit more opposite of his dad, but everyone in the media has put that on Shador, you know, and it's actually more, Shiloh and his brother Bucky are more of the charismatic ladies men more than actually Shador,
yeah.
that charismatic, quick witted. Now, Shador, those flashes come out the way he's learning how to respond to these reporters. It just reminds me of Baker, Baker with Grocery. It really has reminded me of Baker with Grocery the way
Jesus, Tony.
he
Well,
it really has.
yeah,
And
I guess they're putting here. The only starter that remains on the O line for that from the, it was is Joel Batonio.
exactly. And shout out to Baker who's expecting a boy. He's
Yeah, good for
expecting a
him.
boy.
Good
He
for
said,
him.
and he admitted his boy is probably going to be a little shithead like you. His words. His words.
Is well, the thing is too. I watched them play on Thursday night, and they gave up a big lead to Atlanta, and they lost.
Hmm.
And I was watching it with my wife, and I'm going, he threw. I said he would throw that same interception in Cleveland.
Hmm.
I've seen it. I said, look, he is what he is.
Hmm.
Was he better than Watson? Yes. When Watson's night 2024, Watson was horrible.
Hmm.
But it is what it is, guys. We're
Hmm.
here.
Hmm.
This is where we're at. We
Hmm.
can't go back and change the past. We
You
can't go
can't.
back 30 years and change the past. Okay, we can't. If we could, I would love it because then the team would. If I could go back to 1989 and tell the city of Cleveland on the Gateway project to add a stadium for the Browns too and have it be a little bit higher and include all three professional sports teams and never have that team leave, I would
Hmm.
do it. Okay,
Hmm.
I would because that would have been the smart thing to do.
Yeah,
They would have never have moved.
yeah. I just
But
can't. We would still have Belichick. We would still have Belichick at
well,
probably.
who knows what he
He
would
would
be doing
last
now?
longer, but we would have had Belichick. We would have had a ring. We would have had a ring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And like I said, it is what it is.
I would
Okay,
have a
so
self esteem if probably. I probably not need as much
well,
counseling.
well, people. There's just things that they say, and it's true. Like yeah, the team, we got dealt a raw deal when they came back in '99. I've said that
Mhm,
the team basically had only so many winning seasons.
mhm,
Yeah, they had two winning seasons out of the last 5 years, two playoff seasons out of the last 5 years with a
mhm,
playoff win. Okay, now, if you go back 25 years, they only had four winning seasons and three playoff seasons. So, depending how far, and then if you want to go all the way back to the history of the team, we won 8 world championships. So,
mhm,
how you want to play the game, play it.
mhm,
Okay, but but you can't change it.
mhm,
We're here. Only
mhm,
thing you can handle and deal with is how you deal with it now for the future.
mhm,
And now we have a young quarterback that's showing promise. I hope he shows enough where they go, you know what? We're going to build around this kid. We're going to
mhm,
give him we're going to give him 2026, build around him, see what we can develop, and we're going to keep people in place. If they did that, I wouldn't be that upset
mhm,
at all. I'd be like, okay, we found our answer at quarterback in the 5th round. Wouldn't that be something after all this crap and all these mock drafts, all these people saying we got to trade for this guy, we got to get this guy, we got to do this, we got to do that. A guy falls into our lap in the 5th round, kind of like how the Patriots got Tom Brady. Not
mhm,
saying that's going to be what happens, but this kid, he's a good kid. He's doing everything right. I want to see anybody in the Cleveland Browns uniform playing for the Cleveland Browns
mhm.
succeed. What I don't know. Are you on the same? Are you in the same place as me with this?
Yes, yes. I grew up a little girl, East 55th in Lexington, Cleveland, brown and orange, through it all, through it all. I've seen it all. I saw my grandpa cry in the living room on a Sunday. The Steelers made my grandpa cry one
Oh,
time, you know. So I with all within me, I want to see a parade of the Browns going down Carnegie. The joy I felt seeing the Cavaliers. It still, it still does not compare. Even with all the happiness I felt in 2016, it still did not compare to the Browns. I'm sorry. And I love
no, no, no.
LeBron and I'm
This
proud of him. And I was so happy.
Cleveland Browns win the Super Bowl. That
Oh,
Cavaliers championship celebration will look like an intimate gathering of family and friends.
it was, and it was huge. It was huge. The world would stop. The world will stop. I will never forget this story, and my boyfriend won't mind me sharing this. He was at his job and he had to call some people that work in Cleveland, and it was the week of the the Cleveland winning the parade, the Cleveland winning the 2016, and you could hear the party in the office. There was nothing done in that town, in our town of Cleveland. There was nothing productive. I bet the whole week of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Imagine, imagine the diaspora of people traveling home to Cleveland with the
I was
Browns.
in North Carolina and I listened to it on the radio, the whole parade. I listened to the celebration and I was like, whew. I remember when it happened. when it happened. I remember when it happened. So
I saw it live, and I
I
will
saw it
never
live. Yeah.
forget. I'll never forget. It's over. The shot, the block, the
Yep.
shot, the
The
block.
three, the D, and the
Kevin
block of the
Love,
three, the D. Yep.
yeah, and Kevin Love doing his part, and
Everybody, that whole
it's
team.
over. It's over.
It's
It's
over.
over.
It's over.
Three
It's
and
over.
one came from behind,
Yeah.
but it still doesn't compare to brown and orange. It
No.
just doesn't
And,
compare.
and the other thing too, before we wrap this up, people outside of Cleveland or Northeast Ohio, unless you're from here and you were raised in this, you don't really get it. You
Hmm.
don't really understand it. Why? And there was this is the last thing I want to talk about. There was a clip I saw on Twitter. I think it was like an ESPN roundtable. I couldn't tell you who it was, but this guy, they were talking about best fan bases, best fans. This guy says, "You know what? I got to tell you, number one should be the Cleveland Browns fans." And they're like, the people are like, why? They were disagreeing. Well, they shouldn't have. If the fans were loyal to them, they wouldn't have left to begin because that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
Hmm.
Because we were loyal, because of who we are, is why they stayed.
Hmm.
Okay, first off. But he was saying, look what they've had to go through. Look what they've had to deal with. And they love their team. The people that shit on us, forget them. Don't shit on yourself. That's when I get mad.
Hmm.
That's what upsets me.
Hmm.
Right. Because of that Watson deal, we're in the position we're in. But look at what we're doing. Look at what's being put in place.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're not perfect. Kevin Stefanski's not perfect. Andrew Barry's not perfect. Jimmy Haslam's not perfect. But guess what? It's what we have. It's what we have. You put on a Pittsburgh podcast, they want to fire Tomlin. You put on a Bengals podcast, they want to fire Taylor. You put on a Ravens podcast, they want to fire Harbaugh. It's like that everywhere in the NFL, guys. And if we
Hmm.
fire everybody, clean house, and bring in people, we're going to be back here with a shitty record 1 year from now going, oh, we got to get rid of these guys.
Hmm.
No, fuck you. We're not doing that. We've done that. We've been through that coaching carousel, the same bullshit over and over again. When will you people fucking learn? See the forest through the trees. See what they're doing. Watch. Pay attention.
We got
That's
this.
what I'm saying. And always, always remember, when the river burns, it burns brown and orange. Now, do you have anything to say, Paz, before I wrap it up?
You said it all. Brown and orange forever, baby.
Thank you. Got on my soapbox there.